What's up, guys? It's your boy Dejor. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're gonna get right into it. I got do's and don'ts as a musician. Yeah, we're gonna expose the musicians tonight. I know it's okay. It's okay. A lot of stuff I've heard, a lot of stuff I've seen. So this is life experiences. Not that I've done it, but I experienced it. So I'm going to share to y'all and the upcoming musicians. Make sure you don't do this, and the musicians that are now, make sure you ain't doing this, and if you are doing this, change it, because we can't do this. 2024, we're different. We're not doing this. It's a new year. Hey, new year, new me. All right. So the do's we're gonna start with. All right, I got 15-30 minutes arrive early to set up, do whatever you gotta do. Make sure you're not rushing, because one thing about it, I hate rushing. So you gotta be there. You can't be there at 7 o'clock and the event or the gig starts at 7 o'clock. That's just you can't do that. And you gotta set up. That's just a lot of confusion, a lot of rushing. You're gonna forget something here and there, something gonna mess up. You just can't do that. You can't do that. So 15 minutes, 30 minutes, arrive there early to set up, do whatever you gotta do. All right. My next one is pay. Yeah, y'all gonna get me with this one. Pay. My thing on pay is I believe musicians should get paid. That's just the first thing. If the church can afford it. If the church cannot afford it and the musician is willing to still offer his services, hey, you do that. Because I've done that plenty of times, and I'm not looking for money. I'm not looking for money now, but not looking for money. Just doing it because you love what you do. You love the ministry. This is what God gave you. So you just do that kind of stuff your heart. So you do that, and he's gonna take you far. But musicians now, they like to charge an arm and a leg, and if the church got 10 members, you can't do that. You can't do that. You got a piano player, a drummer, a organ player, if so, a bass player, and a guitar player, if so. If one piano player wants $600, that's just the piano player. You got the other 4 to worry about. You can't do that. Churches, you gotta look at where you at first. You gotta look at where you at and then try to charge them $600. That's crazy. Make it make sense. Some things you just got to, just make it make sense. That's crazy. You can't charge these churches an arm and a leg, and they get mad at you. Get mad at them for not paying you because they can't afford it. The members only give them $5, $10 a Sunday, and you expecting $600 a Sunday. Woo, Jesus! All right, here we go. All right, the next one is pray before you play. Pray before you play, bro. That's a big factor into everything, praying. But before you play, I can tell you right now, I know times where I done just hopped on a set and just went for it, and known I sound like butt, and known I could have been better, but it was just it. And I know it's times where I sat down and really prayed before I played. Service goes crazy every time. So that's what I learned. I learned to pray before you play. So that's what you need to do. Upcoming musicians, the musicians now that you're listening to me, the stuff that you're doing, if you're doing it, stop it. If you ain't doing it, start it. All right. My next one is know your music. Know your music. You can't be a musician. You can't want to get paid and not know the music. All right, I'm just gonna leave that there. And the last one I got is volume control. A lot of people complain about musicians are too loud. We can't hear the preacher. We can't hear the singer. We can't hear whatever. Just learn the volume controls. When you learn the volume control and where they at and where you at, bro, service, gigs, anything will go so much smoother if you can just accommodate everybody. We know you there. We can hear you. We can see you. We know you there. You ain't got the blast of speakers up to 10. We know you there. All right. Lord, this requires a Sprite break. Hold on. Ooh. Woo! That thing is spicy. Yes, sir. But I love it. All right. Let's do the don'ts. The don'ts. Do not do it. 2024. Do not do it. All right. Do not do it. Let's do not do it. The first one I got, do not be late. Do not be late. How are you a musician and you late? You got to set up. You got to pray. Probably got to do intercessory prayer to play for. And then praise and worship. If you at a church. If you at a gig, you got to do sound check. You got to do all that. And you're late. You can't do that. You just can't do that. My next one is coming stinking.
You need to leave.
Listen to me. Come on. Come closer. Come a little closer. Make sure you guys take the proper necessities of hygiene before you go places, before you play anything. Before you play anything. I mean, before you play anything, let's just get that straight. It's not that hard for us to get this, and if you can't, let me know and I'll provide you some. I'm not trying to be funny. I'll provide you some, because this is serious. Musicians, we cannot be coming to churches, gigs stinking. We can't come to church stinking and leaving stinking. We just can't do that. Got the equipment smelling like butt. Got the car smelling like butt. We just can't do that. Do what you need to do before you get there. All right? I'm just gonna leave it like that. Musicians, stop stealing. Stop stealing. Stop stealing these people's stuff. Bro, I cannot tell you how many times I done heard people taking musicians' equipment, musicians' pieces, musicians' anything. They just taking pieces for nothing. I'm talking about pieces, little pieces as your headphone jack. These little pieces musicians are taking. They don't even cost that much at the store. If you need some musicians, let me know. Because 2024, we don't need to steal these. We don't need to steal these. We don't need to steal these. We don't need to steal these for no reason. Go to the store and buy them. You get paid for the gig. So go to the store and buy them. All right? We're just going to leave that right there. All right. Two more and I'm done. Breaking equipment and not telling nobody. musicians, if you break something that does not belong to you and you leave and not say nothing, you know how messed up that is? I should take a moment and think about it. You came all the way to that church, all the way to their building, all the way to their venue or whatever they got going on, played on their stuff, and then broke it. And then left and not say nothing. That's just bad. That's just low. We can't do that no more. If you break it, you say something. And then you pay for it. You don't expect them to pay for it. They ain't break nothing. So what? Alright? Why they paying for it and you did it? Make it make sense, guys. It ain't making make sense. It's not adding up. It ain't adding up. Alright, my last thing, and I'm out of here. My last thing is cockiness. Musicians, old musicians, young musicians, ain't no reason, I'm gonna say it, ain't no reason for you guys to be cocky. None. Nobody. Nobody should be cocky. Not if you're old. I don't care how long you've been playing. You shouldn't be cocky. What you cocky for? It don't make sense. You're just mean. You're being cocky for the musicians that look up to you. They're like, dang, he can play, but he mean. He nasty. His attitude, I went to dap him up, and he just looked at me like I was crazy. No, these musicians and the young ones, bro, we know you can play. We know. We see. We hear. But the cockiness, that got to go. For no reason. What you being cocky for? You tell me. Come on. Tell me. I'm waiting. Ain't no reason you musicians should be cocky. You make it worse for the musicians that's coming up that look up to you. That's coming up. That's playing and looking at you guys. And they see how you act. Bro, that's not a good look, bro. Stop that. Stop the being cocky. Stop stealing. Stop stinking. Stop charging these churches crazy amounts just to play for 30 minutes. Stop doing all of that. 2024 musicians, we gotta do better. And we gonna get videos about the churches and all that. We gonna get there. We gonna get that. But right now, I'm talking about the musicians. We got to do better. Alright? Alright, so once again, it's your boy DeJour. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Peace.